Hello, friends. How we doing? Um, the Lord put this word on me where it's gonna be messy. Um, your walk with the Lord is gonna be messy. It's not gonna be perfect at first, and God's gonna call you out, and you're gonna try to do things, and you're gonna notice on your own strength you are not gonna make a child of God. But that's where the Lord is gonna show you, hey, my strength is made perfect in weakness, and I'm gonna carry you through this. You're not gonna do it by yourself, and so God is going to get the glory, because when it's said and done, you're going to say, wow, I couldn't do it without Jesus. And this is where God um, because so many people, they feel like they have to get it right the first time, and if they don't, then they fail, and so it's not worth it. And um, Satan will use this against you, folks. You have to be aware of this, that God will call you to do very difficult things that you can't do on your own strength. And he's going to say, hey, look, you can't do this. You can't do this, um, and he's going to try to convince you. But that's where, right, faith and saying no, right, um, and leaning on God in those circumstances. Um, if our eye is single, our whole body is flooded with light. If we keep our sight on the Lord at all times, you'll make it through anything. Make it through anything, child of God. The second you start focusing on problems, what's in front of you, what's going on, you're gonna get overwhelmed. You're gonna get overwhelmed. You're gonna get in your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, and you're gonna give up. You have to walk in the Spirit, because Christ is the only one. He's the one that overcame the world. He overcame it. So when we walk in the Spirit, we walk in that victory. But if we're in our flesh, we're gonna have a very hard time. And this is why a lot of people's faith is still stagnant, because they're living in carnality. They're living in their flesh. But once you get out of the flesh, through prayer, through fasting, through Bible reading, through fellowship, through all these things, right, you build up your spirit, and your spirit gets strong enough, and you get enough in the Spirit, that faith will activate, the faith that moves mountains, and you'll be able to walk on faith. And then you stay in that position. You stay there through continual prayer, to just keeping the disciplines. But if you start to feed the flesh again, it becomes severely difficult. You know, recently I've been thinking about, like, it says the children of Israel, they lusted exceedingly in the wilderness. And that was kind of the Lord, like his anger against that. And that can be a temptation for us, right? When the Lord brings us through that season of lack of refinement, to lust, to go back to things, right, of the flesh. And, we're not, like, the only one that got it right the first time around was the Lord. But we should strive. Like, the righteous fall sometimes and they get back up. So, we strive to hit that mark. We strive to hit it. And, don't let anybody, tell you it can't be done, because they said you can walk even as he can walk. It's in 1 John. Through the Spirit, you can live as Christ lived. Will you be as perfect as Christ? Most certainly not. But you can have moments of glory with him, through him. through His Spirit, you can take part in who He is, in His fullness. That's possible. Yes, that is possible. But this is where so many people are deceived. They go, oh, it's not humility, folks. It's deception. Say, oh, well, I could never. Well, then you never try. You see how Satan will get you with that? Well, if you could never, you'd never try. But if you believe, right, if you're a believer, then all things are possible. God bless you.